Ladies and gentlemen, right now, we want to bring forth to the stage a very special guest, the undisputed.
Nah, son, baby. And this is another episode.
Can't help but swing it, boy. Swing it, brother, swing.
And this is your host. Nah, son, baby. Here we go.
You remember?
I decided to sit in this one area and drink.
Okay.
So I waited.
What you drinking on?
Oh, I have a beer right now. Me and my Heinekens. I have a Heineken fetish. I love my Heineken.
Oh, okay. I love Coronas.
Ew,
I love Coronas. Don't hate.
It's water.
Matter of fact, I'm going to mash your fresh and sip on Jose Cuervo without a chaser.
Well, shit, damn, let's fucking do it. Don't make me pop open this goddamn honey jack up in here, shit.
Oh, please. How you doing?
I'm already dazed, so let's do it. I'm feeling great. Outside of having to come to my boyfriend's house to dry my damn clothes because my dryer went out on me, I feel great.
Listen. I'm your man friend, okay?
Mm-hmm.
See, you cheating on me already. See, I'm hurt. Yeah.
I don't cheat, sweetheart. I'm not a cheater. That's the one thing I am not.
So y'all got an open relationship?
Yes.
We still fucking, so, you know.
Let's get on with this interview. Let's make it do what it do.
Right. Microphone chat 1212. This is your host. Listen, don't mess up my flow.
My bad. Do it again. Shit. You can edit it.
All right. You could do whatever you want to do outside I do my introduction, all right?
Okay. Let's go. Okay.
All right. We could go buck wild after I do my thing.
Got
all right. Microphone chat 1212. This is your host, not some, baby. And this is another episode of Swingers After Dark. And I'm with Shay, co-host of If These Walls Could Talk podcast. And we're about to talk our shit. But, you know, first things first, you know, we got to get a little bit of ratchet in this bitch. You know, Shayla, you've been curving me lately. You know, I've been trying to hit them skins, hit them buns because your hips are bodacious. You know what I'm saying? You've been giving me like the Nolan Ryan curveball. And for you slow motherfuckers and young motherfuckers, millennials who don't know who Nolan Ryan is, Google. Anyway, like your curveball is mean. You feel me?
Nice.
It's like, what's good with that? What's good with that? I've been trying to get up with you for like 2 years.
Time has gotten in our way. That is the only reason I'm curving. Time has gotten in the way maybe once. I was a little bit afraid because that was the beginning of me walking in this lifestyle. But don't blame it. Don't blame it on my mind, baby. You know, don't blame it on my heart. Blame it on my mind.
Listen, why were you afraid, though? Why were you afraid? You were with me.
It wasn't necessarily that I was afraid of you. It was more so of afraid of becoming who I truly am, walking in my truth. And sometimes it takes a little bit of courage to just accept who you truly are. So once you become one, ooh, shit.
See, I was telling all my peoples about you. Yeah, you know, I'm bringing my homegirl. She's wearing this cat suit. This, that, and the third, you know, and it's like you gave me the illest blue balls. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to improvise.
Oh, sweetheart. Actually, that time I did have an emergency. And I wasn't able to make it if that's the time you're talking about me curving you. That was actually an emergency, and that's why I didn't make it. But I was definitely at that time was very, very amped up about that party. Believe me, I had all my shit together and was ready.
Listen, every time, everything is a damn emergency when it comes to us linking up. That's fucked up, yo. You scared.
I know it's not.
You scared that, you know, you're going to get sprung off this dick. You know, but it's cool, though. It's cool because, you know.
I ain't never had nothing sprung. This chicken over here, honey. Not a one.
Listen, the name of your podcast is called If These Walls Could Talk, but when my dick hit your sugar walls, your walls going to be like, damn, That's how.
Is they gonna start singing?
Yeah.
Are they gonna start singing? Okay, then.
Oh, so
then we'll snap to that one.
I know you got
in a motherfucking circle.
Well, I know you got a voice on you, so I make you sing like a mockingbird. You dig? You know, hit them high notes. So tell us about If These Walls Could Talk. What's good about that?
Well, basically, If These Walls Could Talk, it's just a sex podcast where we talk about everything under those fucking walls of the bedroom. You know, make these walls talk, whether it's good, whether it's bad, or whether it's fucking indifferent. We got beer back pussies. We got pissing on niggas, shitting in mouths. It is just talking fucking walls.
Wait a minute, you do that? You done that before?
A few things.
Okay. Tell me one of the things that you've done that made somebody say, "Ee, Charlie." Talk to me.
Well, you know, I like pissing on niggas. You know, I get a kick off of pissing on niggas. That's my thing. A lot of people like to call it squirting, but I get a thing with pissing on niggas.
Listen, you all raw on your fake book page. I don't call it Facebook. I'll call it fake book because there's a lot of fake shit on fake book. I call Facebook fake book. I call Facebook. Listen, I call Facebook fake book, Instagram Instasham, and Twitter bitter. Ow. So you're a wild girl. Because you be talking about scatting and like you very open. Like when you go to the bathroom, talking about pissing, doing the number one, the number two. You're very open. Right?
I'm me. I'm an open book. That's who I am. And to know me is to fucking love me for who I am. Because I'm not ashamed of anything about this goddamn woman here. I might be on the damn Facebook Live taking a shit and talking shit. Well, you know? But that's just me.
Well, can you suck my dick while you're taking a shit?
It depends on that moment. And it depends on the shit.
Yeah.
And it depends on the shit.
I want you to piss and shit while you're sucking my dick.
It has happened on numerous occasions.
Oh, so do you like to get fucked in the ass?
That's an acquired thing.
Oh, I mean, I'm a gentle giant, so I ease the mushroom in first.
That's still a thing that you technically have to be in the mood for, or it hurts. You gotta want that. When that dick stroke right on across that hole, and then it's just like, go ahead, answer.
Nah, you got a big booty though, so you can handle it. You know, you got a big booty, so you can handle.
What does a big booty have to do with anything? I mean, your hole is still your hole. It's the size that it is, regardless of the size of your ass. My hole is still not gigantic. My ass might be, but my duke hole ain't.
But I just want to fuck your ass like it's the pussy. I want to stretch out your ass like I'm going to stretch out that pussy because,
Yeah, you can't fuck an ass like you fuck a pussy.
Hey.
Unless you're a porn star and you're accustomed to anal play. Now, you have to speak with my co-host because she loves anal play. She'll take that shit and you can fuck it like you want to fuck it.
How she look, though?
On the other hand, I'll sit back and watch.
How she look, though?
Oh, she bad.
Listen. When we get off the phone, you're going to have to hook that up. She's in VA, too?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay, we most definitely got to hook that up. But speaking of your co-host, what's her name?
Her name is Jeannie.
I dream of Jeannie.
Yes, and shit, like I say on the show, if you know Jenny gonna get it wet and Jenny gonna keep it wet.
Oh, okay. So how you and Jenny ever had a threesome?
Yes, we have a few times.
Oh, so how did y'all set that up?
It just happened one day. We're both at the bar. I had a guy come and meet me, and I had my back turned towards the door. So when he walked in, she immediately was like, "Ooh, girl, here comes this nigga. I want to fuck." She said, "I've been trying to get this nigga attention for a minute." And so I turned around and looked, and he begins to smile. And I thought, "Oh, that's me right there, boo. Is that what you want?" And she was like, "Oh, he coming for you?" I said, "Yeah, he's coming for me, but don't worry about it." So we stood there at the bar, and we chit-chatted. He got us drinks. We talked and whatnot, and I shared with him. I said, "My girl said that she's been trying to get you for a minute, that she's made a couple of passes at you." And he was like, "She has," and she started laughing. And I said, "So she also wants a taste of that. How do you feel about it?" And he kind of got a little nervous, and he had this nervous chuckle, and he was like, y'all are wild. And he was like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah, I'm serious. I was like, go ahead, give her a kiss. And he was like, what? And I said, give me some sugar. Let me warm you up first. Give me some sugar. So he gave me a kiss. And we're standing at the bar, keep in mind. So he gave me a kiss. And then I said, now kiss her. And then he kissed her. I said, now book your room. And he booked the room.
Oh, just like that?
It went down just like that.
Listen. Don't tell me he booked a room at Motel 6 or Super 8.
No. Hell no. We got a view and everything over the water, sitting up on the goddamn 20th fucking floor. No, sir.
So, listen, what hotel was this? Because I may have to check it out.
This was at the Hilton in Norfolk.
Listen. I love jacuzzi rooms because, I want to get the bubble bath going, like the whirlpool joints. The bubble bath go from the bubble bath to the bed and to the balcony. Ow. So that's a trifecta, baby.
Yes, I hear. We love scenery, baby. We love everything about all of that.
So how and why did you and Jeannie hook up to do this podcast, If These Walls Could Talk?
Because we two nasty motherfuckers, we on the same page, and so we was like, you know what, let's let these motherfuckers talk. Let's get on here, let's share some shit, and let's hear what other motherfuckers got to share. And so we made it happen.
So how long, first of all, how many shows do y'all have so far?
I have so many that I haven't even released all of them because some people tend to get a little bashful and be like, oh my God, don't release that show. So I haven't released some. I got to figure out my way to finagle around that, considering that we are a freshly started podcast. We have been only going for a few months now, so we are getting a lot of people that are coming onto the podcast and later saying that they don't want to release, they don't want to be known or anything based off of their story, so maybe I should just, I'm finagling around that. So as of right now, we have 8 episodes that have been released.
Okay. So what are the platforms? Are you on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify?
We're on iTunes, Spotify, Anchor, and I believe we are on Google as well. Yes, If These Walls Could Talk. And remember, I am Shay, one half of the goddamn Talking Walls, because these motherfuckers keep talking.
So if people want to Google If These Walls Could Talk podcast, they could, Google If These Walls Could Talk podcast. Or if you want to be specific, Google Shayla If These Walls Could Talk podcast. And that's Shayla as an H. Oh, excuse me, I'm fucking up. This tequila is hitting me hard. That's S-H-A-Y-L-A. Once again, that's S-H-A. Yo,
why for the motherfucking L-A?
Yes. Let me do it again before my listeners think I'm a dumb motherfucker. That's S-H-A-Y-L-A. I got that right?
Yes.
Woo! Okay,
Google me, baby.
Let me take a gulp of this tequila right quick, man.
Yes. Keep that shit slow. Let it slide down your motherfucking throat. See that? You move too fast. You gotta go slow, baby. You can't be rushing into the shit. Because, see, when you rush to it, then the pussy walls, they tend to tense up a little bit. And now the juices ain't flowing the way they're supposed to be flowing because you rushing. You got to sit that shit slow, baby.
Oh, shit. You making my dick jump. You making my dick jump. But that shit was strong, though. Damn, your pussy strong like that?
I'm just saying.
Make sure
That's
you make...
why it's called If These Walls Could Motherfucking Talk, because these motherfuckers are singing.
Make sure
you hear that motherfucker right, she gonna sing to your ass.
You gonna do the Billie Holiday thing?
I'm gonna let my pussy do what she do. I don't have to sing because my pussy sings for me.
Nah, just make sure that you make my dick blow up like I was about to, like, a minute ago, because this damn tequila is strong as shit. So
shit, me walking in the room is gonna do that alone.
Because you are sexy though, like your hips and the natural hair. I love that shit because I daydream about fucking you from the back and pulling your afro. So
that's all men do. They always want to pull my fucking afro. When my hair was long, they wanted to pull my hair. Now that it's short and it's a fro, they want to pull my hair. It's just, I don't know what it is about you guys and fucking pulling hair. And it's like you don't even try to pull it in a seductive way. You yanking this shit like you're trying to pull it out of our fucking roots. Like, calm down.
So, I mean,
you ass a little bit. Don't beat my shit up while you in it.
I mean, you from the 757, so make sure that you make me float on clouds like the 757
Let me
jet.
correct that. No. I'm from 228, but I reside in the 757.
Well, just listen, just whatever the case, just make sure that you make me float on clouds like as if I'm on a 757 jet, baby. You know?
Yes, honey, always. I put your ass on the 777. Don't worry.
Oh, shit. See, you talk a lot of shit. See, I'm really gonna fuck the shit out of you because
but
you talk
I
a lot
can
of
back
shit.
it up.
But damn, you got my mind boggled.
Ooh, come on now. Don't mess up your train of thought now. Take control of this podcast, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, see, she's talking shit. So what is your truth? You say you walking in your truth. What age and when and where did you have that eureka moment about your sexuality?
When my daughters became young ladies, then I felt that it was okay for me to begin to walk into my truth and who I am, because I have raised my young ladies to be stand-up model citizen, young ladies, carrying themselves a lady in the streets. I've always told them to be a lady out in the streets. You can be a freak in the sheets all day long. But as they got older and became, young ladies, then it was like, okay, let me be more of the freak side to them. Now, I've never taken sex off the table with my daughters. I've always been completely open with them since from the age of 9. For the simple fact I've known little girls that have gotten pregnant at 10 and 11, so I knew to begin early speaking sex to my daughters. They've seen my toys around the house. They've caught a dildo stuck in the bottom of the tub. And it's just like, okay, if they got older, then it's like, Mom, oh my God, I remember this. And we talked about it, and I'm like, okay, now I can start walking into my truth because they are who they are.
Now, what
I do at this point, and it took me to about, I would say I was 40. No, I would say 38 because I'm 41 now. So
wow, you look young. You look like you're in your early 30s.
Well, thank you, baby. Shit.
Yeah.
I know. So about 38, 39 is when I truly started walking in my truth, when I became completely comfortable with my body, walking naked amongst others, at Hito and other new beaches. So I finally came into myself, and now I share with my daughters, well, this is where I'm going, this is what I'm doing. Hey, how do you like this? So I'm one now.
Listen, you fucking up. How you gonna be sloppy with not hiding your sex toys? Like first of all, what was your thoughts? What was running through your mind when they did find your sex toy, your dildo?
I didn't know that they found my toys until they were 16, 17 years old. And how I found out was really strange, because we was riding down the street and there was a dildo in the middle of the road, and my oldest daughter was sitting up front. And so I seen it, and I'm like, I know she has had seen it. So I said, I asked her, but she kind of did a little look, and I said, what's the matter? What did you see? And she was like, nothing, Mom. I said, no, let's talk about it. What did you see? And she said, well, Mom, you know what I saw. And I'm like, no, I don't. Say it. She's like, it's the same thing I saw in your tub when I was 5 or 6 years old, and I was playing with it thinking it was a toy, and I felt so fucking embarrassed. I was so embarrassed, and she said she just kept hitting it back and forth. She said it was stuck in the bottom of the tub. I laughed and I cried at the same time because I was embarrassed. And at that point, I still hadn't accepted who I truly was. So it was just one of those nights where I was getting myself off. My significant other at the time, my fiancé, he was overseas in Afghanistan, and I was doing what I had to do. Probably a high and drunken night. I fucked myself and forgot to take my fucking toy out of the club and got in bed, and one of the girls seen it. They go on my nightstand looking for shit, and then you find it. Stay out of my shit.
Listen. We should have known each other back then, because while he was overseas in a foxhole, I would have been at your crib in your foxhole. Ow, he's dodging bombs while he got the bomb at home. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Digging them guts. So, have you ever been in a polyamorous relationship?
I have. I did when I was about 25 years old. I was 25, 26 6. I was in one, and I met a guy online, and, he sought out asking me, but his wife actually sent him for me. She was the one who seen me and said, hey, babe, that's who I want. And it was funny, so he courted me for about two months before we actually went out on our first date. All we do was talk. We met at the mall a couple of times. He's like, I just want to see what you look like. Come to find out, it wasn't him that wanted to see what I looked like. It was her, because he said, get out the car. And then, he had me walk. He was like, come back here, walk to the back of the car. He had me to spin around and everything. I'm not thinking, because I'm young and naive, I'm not thinking that this guy is showing me off for somebody else, having me to spin around. I'm thinking that he's just trying to check me out from head to toe. But she's sitting in the car behind the next row over, staring at our interaction. So we set up our first date, and he was just like, before he came, he said, I have something to tell you. And I knew, my heart dropped. I was like, oh my God, please just tell me you have AIDS or any fucking thing. Don't tell me you're married. That was my first thought. And he was like, yes, and she's ready to meet you. And he's like, we're outside. And I was like, oh my fucking God. I didn't go that night. We didn't get together, so we ended up dating. The three of us dated for quite some time before we even became intimate. We went out, and me and her would dance. We would have a good time. And actually, a guy seen me and her dancing one night in the club, and he tried to come up and dance with me afterwards. And he was like, you think nobody see your shit? He was like, we see your shit. We know you with them couples right there. What you, their fucking, he said, what did he call me? He said, what are you, their fucking unicorn? And I was like, oh my fucking God. And it kind of deterred me a little bit, and then I was standoffish. But after a while, I let loose, and we all had a relationship, and I ended it once they began to try to get me to solidify the three of us. And we were house hunting, and they wanted me to move in, wanted to raise my kids, and wanted me to have children for them as well. And I just didn't want to raise my daughters that way. I wanted them to decide how they wanted to deal with their sexuality, and not it being forced on them and having to constantly explain to them the type of relationship I was in.
Oh, yeah, okay, but when a polyamorous situation, especially when it's solid, it's like nation building, because everybody's chipping in, everybody's helping each other. It's like ants in a colony. You feel me? So
you know what it is, and now I'm completely open to it. Like, I welcome it. Let's do it. All day long. I'm all for it.
Oh, so you're in a relationship or a situationship? Because it doesn't matter, because we still fucking like rabbits. But what is your situation status now?
It's open. We're open. We're dating. But he is currently the only guy that I'm dealing with.
No. We got to change that. We got to. I need to hit another shot of tequila so we can turn up.
Another woman. He has another woman that's in his life currently.
So y'all
when I met him, no, we have not. She's not about that life. When I met
boo.
him, that was my first question. Was like, do you have somebody in your life? He was like, yeah. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna fuck all of that. Me and you gonna get together, because this is what. And I shot my shot. Shit, I went after it.
You went after her.
Yeah, shit. I straight went after him. Asked me if he had a lady. He wanted to try to explain. I was like, fuck all of that. Put me in, coach. Shit, put me on the bench.
Wait.
To take me off the bench, coach.
Wait, I'm gonna hit the shot of tequila, and while I hit this shot, tell me how you and your dude had met and how he brought up tell me how y'all met and how y'all brought up the idea of having an open relationship for people who want to engage in that type of lifestyle. Holler at me, baby.
Well, the thing is that I met
don't be alarmed if I throw up. Anyway, keep going.
Oh, please don't.
This is early. This is early.
Handle that shit. You should have had something on your stomach.
Nah.
But so I met him in a club. There was a local bar that's actually up the street that I frequent, and he frequents as well. And he caught my eye one day. I was like, damn, that's a fly ass dude right here. He got some age on him too. He had salt, pepper, and shit going. I was like, I'm gonna fuck somebody's daddy. That's the first thing I said when I seen him. I'm gonna fuck somebody's motherfucking daddy. But he started giving me the eye. I walked up to him. First, I was talking to his homeboy. His homeboy was trying to get his little, shit in with me, and I was actually entertaining and shit. I thought his homeboy was pretty cool. And then he walked up, and I took a couple of steps back, and I was like, shit, y'all friends? Because this right here just caused a fucking problem. And, he spoke, and I was like, damn. I was like, do your dick still get hard? And I walked off. And he came over and we started laughing and joking and whatnot. And I was like, okay, so do you have a woman? I said, are you currently dating? He was like, well, I got a couple of friends. I got a woman that I did. I was like, fuck all that shit. Put me in, coach. And then I was like, here, put your number in my phone. You're going to fucking take me out and you're going to fucking enjoy this shit. Okay? So he did tell me that he had a woman, and I told him that I was completely cool with it. And then I introduced him to the lifestyle. We sat down, we talked about it. I asked him, had he ever been in it? He has not. I asked him how he felt about it. He said, I'm not quite sure because I'm new to this, but walk me into it slowly. So I've slowly been introducing him to the lifestyle. I said, well, your girlfriend that you have that's over there, you can continue to have her. I said, idealistically, she is to know of me as I know of her, but if she's not about that, then I kind of get it. But you need to know that if I see you and her out in public, I still am going to walk up and address you, and you're still going to address me in a certain manner. So we were okay with that, and that's how we've been doing. We talk about it on a constant basis to make sure that we are both on the same page. And I think that's where a lot of couples tend to fall short when it comes to being in the lifestyle. The communication is not where it should be. And the jealousy has to be taken off of the table.
It's a lot of honesty.
Completely open-minded, yes. Mm-hmm.
A lot of honesty, truth and honesty, and communication. Truth, honesty, and communication is the recipe, the recipe for a successful poly relationship.
I agree. And take the jealousy off the table, thinking that he wants one more than he wants the other. Because, at the time, you got to think about it. It's like, shit, she's giving my pussy a break. Shit, I'm tired of fucking tap in, sis. Come over here and do this, and let's build this empire. The three of us in here together, you know what all we can build and create? The three of us? Shit, and the passion that is there between three people, a throuple that are simultaneously fucking, and rubbing and pleasing each other, that shit is fucking powerful. Oh, my God.
She's bi and you're bi?
She's not.
So wait. So y'all,
I'm not really bi. No. Like I said, she's not in the lifestyle. She is not. She knows nothing of me. She's not in the lifestyle. That's why I say idealistically, that is the way that it should be.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Those two were not in. Those two are not in the poly lifestyle. I'm slowly introducing him to it. I'm cool with her not knowing anything about me. But I told him if I see you two out in public, you still are going to address me. Period.
Okay, so that relationship in a polyamorous community, that relationship or that ideal relationship you just talked about is called a V-E-E. When, the man is in a poly with two women, but they're not engaging with each other. He's just in a poly with one by one separately. And they know of each other and they know each other. So, yes, it's not like it's like overlapping. Because
that's new for me. I never knew that's what that was called. My best friend and her husband are into that.
It's not a triad. A triad in a poly means that everybody's fucking everybody. The man fucking a woman, the woman fucking a woman. But y'all in the V when the woman just want to fuck with the dude and don't want shit to do with the other chick.
Yeah, because everybody's not bisexual. I'm not technically bisexual. I might kiss a woman and play with her titties, but I'm not eating no pussy. Period, point blank. I'm not eating pussy. And for a woman to deal with me, that's what she has to understand. If you choose to give me oral, that's you, but I'm not eating pussy.
Okay.
I'll do everything else. I kiss. I even play with your titties, like titties, but I'm not eating pussy.
So you're a pillow princess. You want your pussy ate. You want your box ate.
I don't even want her to eat it. She doesn't have to eat my box. We can share. We can exchange sensual moments without physically having to perform oral on each other. There's other sensual things that we can do to heighten that moment outside of that. I'm a meat lover, is simply put. I'm sorry.
No, so you're a
But I like
carnivore.
the idea of having them. Yes, but I like the idea of having another woman in the room. We can kiss. We can play with each other's breasts. But I like the idea of one individual being pleased by two. That shit is just so, it's just, it's ecstasy.
So when did the light bulb had clicked in your mind for you to want to be in a poly, for for you to want to share? When did you realize that you're not monogamous?
I realized it when cheating didn't bother me. When my significant other would go out and cheat, but come home and still love on me as if nothing happened.
Right, shit is all
and,
good.
Yeah, and so I was curious. Like, okay, so what made you want to go out and have sex with somebody else? You claim that you love me and that I'm everything that you need. What are you, and our sex is not, it's not like it's bad or anything. Like, we have phenomenal fucking sex. So what makes you still step out and want to fuck someone else? So understanding that and asking those questions, I knew then I was different. Because I know that just because you wouldn't fuck somebody else, that it didn't bother me, and I didn't, I knew to differentiate sex from love. So I knew then I was different. I just didn't quite understand how different I was.
No, so I think polyamory is going to be the new normal. I think so. Just like how this coronavirus may be the new normal, polyamory is going to be the new normal.
Yeah, but everybody is stepping into it without having clear understanding. There's, mates fighting each other because it's being forced, and the women are getting jealous. The guys are not being completely open and honest about how things are going, how the situations are occurring. They're not willing to allow to bring another male into the bedroom. It's also very selfish on the male's end as well. I don't know if it's going to become the new norm. I think it's still going to be sort of a secret society, but it's going to be a known society. Either you're a part of it or you're not.
Okay. So what do you have plans? Let's roll back to If These Walls Could Talk podcast. So when people want to search for your podcast, what icon or illustration should they look for?
Well, you would see a backlit light that is blue that says, "If These Walls Could Talk." It's like looking at the red light district sign. It's red and it says the red light. Well, ours is blue and it says, "If These Walls Could Talk." Meaning when you enter this motherfucker and this light is fucking flashing, be cautious walking up in this bitch, because ain't no telling what the fuck you gonna get.
Okay, so they could look up Shayla and Jenny, but Shayla, let me get this right because I'm kind of twisted, fucked up scunny. So it's Shayla, Shayla, co-host of If These Walls Could Talk podcast, right?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So, listen, we're going to have to say
and you
something.
can also find us on Instagram and Twitter at The Talking Walls. That's DA Talking Walls. We are building up. Like I said, we've only been up and running for 3 minutes, so we are building our fan base. So link us, shit, and talk shit. Let me hear about the motherfucking walls.
Oh, okay. But when this coronavirus, when the Rona, carry her ass on, when the bitch carry her ass on, we gonna have to link up.
Yeah, because motherfuckers are still fucking though. Don't get it twisted now. People still out here fucking.
Oh, of course, but I'm not talking about. It's not about them. It's about us because listen. This is like the heavyweight fight. This is like Pacquiao. This is like Mayweather and Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying?
What you want. It ain't what you want. I'm Mike Tyson. It ain't what you want.
See, she's talking
it ain't
shit.
What you want. But I can back it up.
She's talking shit. Make sure you wear that cat suit outfit that you said you was going to wear to the party. Make sure you wear that.
Most definitely.
Okay. So anything else you would like to tell the listeners about you and or your podcast, If These Walls Could Talk?
Hey, follow us. Share your stories. If you want to be anonymous, you have a story to tell, you can always email that story to us at thiswallistalking@gmail.com, and we will share that story anonymously on our podcast. We are always open for new and exciting stories to share with the world, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. Share them shits and let the motherfucking walls talk.
And on that note, I'm drunk as fuck, and this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Nasam, baby. Check me out at www.nasamablaze.com. That's www.nasamablaze.com.
NAHSUNBLAZE.com. And check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them, The Swinging Manifesto. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. It'll make you say, na 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 na, ow. And shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com, and hit me up with any questions and or concerns that you may have. Rate, share, subscribe, and comment on this podcast. Yeah, dig. And on that note, until next time, peace. And don't kiss them hoes in the mouth, baby.